Okay, welcome back, Essential Machine, RJ, Karen.
Hi.
You know, one thing listening to Steeples there, I realized how amazed I often am at human endeavor. I mean, people build bridges and all these things, and I'm just like, how did two people get together and even plan something like that? And I realized that when the two of you are sharing lyrics, and I'm thinking, Karen, you have a book of poetry out. Yes. Steeples, your lyrics, or
actually,
shared?
I think that this one was mostly RJ's.
Okay.
As far as the original idea, and then what he usually does is, you know, he gets the song to a certain point, and then he brings it to me, and then we kind of work together, and I see what I can sort of add to it, and so I think some of those lines I definitely helped with, but he
I
had
have to move this just a little.
Yeah,
I can't see you at eye level.
He had the original idea for the song. For the lyrics on that one, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of following it, RJ, since. How'd that come about, Steeples?
Well, the riff originally I had been messing around with for a long time, and then the lyrics just came. I really don't know. That song came to me almost all except for I have this thing we call the second verse curse that happens a lot of times, but the second verse didn't come with the rest of the song.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
And
okay.
that's kind of where I came in on that one, and I helped remove the curse.
But the original one,
okay.
I was just playing that song down in the studio, and a lot of images came into my mind while I was playing, and the imagery is really what drove the lyrics.
Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, I get a lot of theme from that, and I mentioned earlier the song that Dave Riddle had and how epic it sounded, and I got the same kind of sense of Paper and Stars, your second song here. That seemed to have an epic theme, you know, running in it, and you say that it's been around for a while.
It has. It's gone through a couple of different versions, and we just kind of resurrected it recently and decided to kind of work on it again because, you know, we got to a point where we just needed to set it aside for a while, I think. Mainly because it's a really narrative song, and we have a real kind of idea of a story behind it. So I think that we wanted to tell the story a certain way, and we maybe got a little too caught up in the narrative part of it. And
the whole verse about the boy writing on paper and stars things into existence, right? I mean, that was incredible.
Thanks.
Did the inclusion, and this is a great inclusion to your sound, of the xylophone influence your working on that song a little further?
It definitely did. Actually, yeah. The new way that song is at the beginning was actually just a set. I got a banjo guitar, and Karen, we got xylophone, and we were down in the studio just playing this riff, and that's where that original beginning of what is now that song came from, just a jam session. And I was listening back to some tapes, and I heard that, and I said, I got to do something with this. And then that song was kind of sitting there, and I said, well, maybe if I put these two together. And so, yeah, this definitely inspired.
Just to have a new instrument and a new sound, and learning how to.
I would say, you know, your sound from that first record, which is a really, really great record, a lot of harmony, but mostly driven by the guitar. This kind of really expands that, you know, really puts a new element into it.
Yeah.
Is there plans to keep growing 40-piece orchestra behind you, anything like that?
I think so. Well, RJ has this dream. He wants to be a collector of odd instruments, and so he would love it if we just had pianos and strings and all kinds of things laying around the house. So we'll see.
I have a mandolin that I'm planning on introducing live, but it's just this is all obviously the first time we played any of this stuff really is last week when we came down here.
Yeah.
We kind of hid out for a while working on this stuff. So as it evolves and we get more comfortable with the set, I'll throw in some
other elements.
I tell you, your sound is, you know, it's very definite and yet hard to pigeonhole. I'm trying to think, you know, does it fit into folk? And maybe yes, maybe no. But when you talk about different instruments, I see a lot of expansion that could be in world music kind of thing. We used to be in a band where we had a hammered dulcimer and a sitar and different kind of drums, you know. I could hear that happening, but I'm cautious about you guys doing that too quickly because your sound is so stripped down and great the way, you know, the way it is, and adding too much too soon could
well, that's
who knows.
Keynote has helped us with that because, to be totally honest, I spent a lot of time in the studio recording a lot of layers on a couple of these songs. The one we're going to end with tonight, I have that song almost done basically, but layered up and all this stuff. And we came here last Thursday and we played back to the old just Karen and I and a couple of instruments.
Okay.
I realized that it really needs to go back to that. So I actually decided that we're going to go back to just the very simple, and the record's going to stay more in the vein of the last one. I think I'm going to keep it stripped down.
Oh, okay.
I do like
but the
that song.
xylophone will be in there.
Oh,
yeah.
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 I had a whole, I mean,
Yeah.
it was very involved, let's just say, the recording.
Okay.
So I like the stripped down sound.
And your third song is going to be
Broken Record.
Broken Record. Okay.
Yes.
Also, how new is that then?
This song actually is really new.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
pretty new.
Yeah, we wrote it for the new record, and so it's probably
okay.
a little less than a year old.
Well, then I'm eagerly I'm going to let you guys get to it. Thanks again.
Thanks, Dennis.
You guys are so great. Thanks for coming to SongCrafters. And next song is Broken Record.
Okay.
Thank you.